Today, the world watches as Donald Trump steps forward with a major announcement, a moment charged with anticipation, energy, and history in the making. This is not just another speech, it's a call to those who believe in strength, vision, and an unshakable future. Trump reminds America that leadership is not about comfort, it is about courage. True leadership has never been about standing still or waiting for the perfect moment. It has always been about moving forward, even when the path is uncertain. In his speech, he delivers a powerful reminder that great leaders are not born in times of peace, but in the middle of storms. When challenges come, when the world seems divided, when the weight of decisions grows heavy, leadership demands strength, vision, and conviction. Trump paints the picture of a leader who does not bow under pressure, who does not retreat in the face of criticism, and who does not allow fear to dictate his choices. Instead, he emphasizes that courage is what separates those who merely hold titles from those who truly inspire nations. In this moment, he stands as a symbol of resilience, someone willing to take the heat, to make the hard choices, and to carry the responsibility that leadership demands. His words strike deeply because they remind every listener that when storms rise, leaders must rise higher. And in that rise, they ignite the hope and strength of those who follow. His words echo with a message. America's strength is not fading, it is surging. In the face of every obstacle, Trump reminds the nation that true power is not measured by temporary setbacks, but by the ability to rise stronger after them. He speaks of a nation that has weathered wars, economic crises, political divides, and global challenges, yet each time has emerged more determined and more resilient. America's greatness, he declares, is not in question. It is alive in the spirit of its people. He points to the resilience of workers who never give up, innovators who push boundaries, and families who continue to build despite uncertainty. For Trump, America's strength is not just in its military might or economic influence, but in the heartbeat of ordinary citizens who refuse to surrender their dreams. He frames this strength as a living force, one that grows in the shadows of adversity and shines brightest in times of trial. His message carries a promise that no matter how the world changes, America's spirit cannot be broken. The announcement becomes more than words. It becomes a rallying cry, a reminder that the nation's best days are not behind it, but directly ahead. This announcement is not just for America. It sends shockwaves across the world. Trump makes it clear that when the United States speaks, the world listens. His message stretches beyond borders, reaching allies who depend on American strength and adversaries who challenge its resolve. He emphasizes that America's position is not isolated. It is central to the balance of global power. What happens in Washington influences decisions in Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. Trump highlights that leadership on the world stage is not earned through silence or hesitation, but through clarity, confidence, and determination. He signals to allies that America will not retreat from its responsibilities, and to rivals, he warns that this nation's strength cannot be underestimated. His words are carefully chosen, yet carry a weight that resonates with leaders, governments, and ordinary people across the globe. By framing this announcement as more than national policy, he transforms it into a global statement of intent. America is not fading from the stage. It is stepping into the spotlight once again. His declaration reminds the world that the United States is not just a country. It is a force, a symbol, and a leader whose actions shape the future of nations. Trump's voice carries a call to unity, reminding the people that division weakens, but together, Americans become unbreakable. He stresses that the strength of a nation is not found in political parties, regional lines, or ideological battles, but in the shared identity of being American. His words reach across divides, urging citizens to see past differences and recognize the common thread of freedom, opportunity, and destiny that binds them together. He paints a picture of a house divided, fragile, and vulnerable, and warns that such a nation cannot endure. But then he shifts the tone, showing the power of unity, families working side by side, communities lifting each other, and a nation that thrives when its people refuse to let differences destroy their shared purpose. Trump emphasizes that unity does not mean agreement on every issue. It means standing together when the future of the country is at stake. His call is emotional yet commanding, reminding Americans that history's greatest victories were won not by fragmented voices, but by people moving forward as one. In unity, he says, lies the shield that protects freedom, the engine that drives progress, and the fire that keeps America strong. And finally, his message looks to tomorrow. Trump speaks with conviction that the future will not be shaped by fear, but by vision. He reminds Americans that every generation is faced with a choice, to either wait for change or to create it. His words carry the urgency of a leader who refuses to let hesitation define destiny. He calls for boldness, for the courage to dream bigger and work harder, for the will to build a future that reflects the strength and promise of America. He points to a tomorrow where opportunity is not reserved for a few but available to all, where innovation leads the way, and where freedom continues to be the foundation of progress. Trump's vision is not one of looking back to what was lost, but forward to what can be gained. He inspires the belief that setbacks are temporary, but determination is eternal. With every line, he fuels the sense that the future is not waiting quietly. It is demanding action now. His announcement becomes a rallying cry to prepare, to lead, and to claim the days ahead with confidence. The future, he declares, belongs to those bold enough to seize it.